My friend, before you take another step forward in your life, before you allow another moment of doubt, exhaustion, or frustration to convince you that you are falling apart, let me tell you a truth that very few people ever hear at the right time. You're not breaking, you're becoming a threat. And I do not mean a threat in the sense of violence or conflict. I mean a threat to your old weaknesses, a threat to every barrier that once held you back, a threat to the version of yourself that settled, that apologized, that dimmed its own light. Every struggle you are facing right now is not a sign that you are collapsing, but a sign that you are expanding beyond the limitations you once accepted. When metal is forged, it does not break. It is reshaped through pressure and fire. When the seed cracks, it does not die. It transforms into something stronger than anyone expected. And when life feels as though it is pushing you to your edge, when it feels as though too much is happening at once, when you feel as if your emotions, your responsibilities, your challenges are all pulling you in different directions, this is not destruction. This is the sharpening of your spirit, the awakening of your inner discipline, the activation of your higher strength. There are moments in life when everything feels heavier than usual, not because you are weak, but because your capacity is expanding. Master Shi Heng Yi often says that growth never feels comfortable because comfort belongs to the past and growth belongs to the future. And right now, whether you realize it or not, you are standing in the middle of that transformation. You may feel tired, you may feel pressured, you may feel like situations are testing your patience, your endurance, and your inner balance. But these tests are not meant to defeat you. They are meant to reveal you. The world is full of people who run away from difficulty, who collapse under pressure, who lose their sense of self when life turns against them. But you, my friend, you are not here to be one of them. You are not here to break. You are here to become something unshakable. The universe doesn't waste battles on people who are not capable of winning them. And the fact that you're facing what you're facing right now means something important. Life believes you are ready to evolve. There's a moment in the journey of every warrior when they think they cannot continue, when the path feels too steep, when the silence of the night feels overwhelming, when the weight they carry seems too heavy for one human being to lift. But this moment, this exact moment, is where the warrior is born. Not in comfort, not in applause, not in ease. A warrior is born in solitude, in struggle, in painful truth, in the breaking of illusions, and the rebuilding of the soul. So if it feels like life is stretching you, understand this clearly. The pain you feel is not the pain of weakness leaving your body. It is the pain of power entering your life. You are being stretched because your spirit is expanding. You are being challenged because your strength is awakening. You are being tested because your future requires a version of you that is far more disciplined, far more grounded, far more aware than the version you used to be. And yes, there are days when you look at your life and wonder, why me? Why now? Why this? But ask yourself this instead. Why not me? Why am I not worthy of becoming stronger? Why should I not rise to a higher level? Because every person you admire, every strong soul you respect, every individual whose presence radiates calmness, confidence, and inner mastery, they all passed through a moment like the one you are facing now. They all faced a point where the old version of themselves had to dissolve for the new one to emerge. Nothing evolves without pressure. Nothing strengthens without resistance. Nothing becomes unbreakable without first being challenged again and again. You are not weak because you are tired. You are not broken because you are hurting. You are not lost because you are questioning your path. These are signs of the inner transformation unfolding inside you. You're not breaking. You're becoming a threat to your old habits, to your old fears, to your past patterns, to the limitations you have outgrown. You're becoming a threat to the version of yourself that tolerated disrespect, that accepted less than it deserved, that apologized for wanting more. You're becoming a threat to every voice inside your mind that once told you to stay small, to stay silent, to stay safe. Growth looks like chaos before it looks like clarity. Healing feels like discomfort before it feels like peace. Change feels like confusion before it feels like purpose. That is why your life feels intense right now. because the next version of you is rising and the old version is resisting. Understand this deeply. The mind breaks before it strengthens. The heart cracks before it opens. The spirit trembles before it stabilizes. This is the nature of transformation. When you train the body in martial arts, the muscles shake and burn, not because they are failing, but because they are adapting, growing, preparing to handle greater demands. In the same way, your spirit is shaking now because it is growing. Do not mistake your trembling for weakness. Do not mistake your fatigue for failure. Do not mistake your doubt for defeat. Everything is happening exactly as it must for you to rise higher. Master Shi Heng Yi teaches that obstacles are not in the way. They are the way. They are the path to discipline, the path to clarity, the path to self-mastery, and the path to becoming something that no longer falls apart when life becomes difficult. When you are no longer shaken by external noise, when you are no longer disturbed by other people's opinions, when you no longer collapse under emotional pressure, that is when you become a threat, not to people, but to your own limitations, to your excuses, to your weaknesses, to every part of your old self that kept you caged. You may not notice it yet, but your spirit is becoming sharper. Your patience is becoming deeper. Your awareness is becoming stronger. The things that used to break you no longer hold the same power. The situations that used to steal your peace no longer enter your mind with the same force. This is evolution. This is transformation. This is you shedding the version of yourself that no longer fits the life you're meant to live. And yes, it feels uncomfortable, but discomfort is the price of becoming powerful. One day soon, you will look back at this period of your life and realize that nothing was actually falling apart. Everything was falling into place. Every challenge was preparing you. Every delay was protecting you. Every setback was redirecting you. Every moment of doubt was teaching you to trust your inner strength instead of external validation. You will realize that you had to go through this in order to rise. You had to experience these storms to learn how to stand in the rain without losing your fire. You had to face this pressure to discover your ability to remain calm in the middle of chaos. So let this be the moment you take a deep breath and remind yourself, you are not weak, you are not lost, you are not broken, you are evolving, you are becoming mentally stronger, emotionally wiser, spiritually deeper. You are moving toward a life where you no longer react, you respond. You no longer chase, you attract. You no longer fear, you understand. You no longer look for strength outside yourself, you cultivate it within. And when that happens, when your inner world stabilizes, no storm on the outside can shake you. This journey you're on, this difficult, confusing, exhausting journey, is shaping you into someone you have not yet met, someone more powerful, someone more disciplined, someone more aligned, someone more awake, someone who carries wisdom with every step, calmness with every breath, and strength in every decision. When life tries to break you, it is only trying to show you the parts of yourself that are ready to be rebuilt stronger. When life tests you, it is only trying to show you your true power. When life pushes you to your limit, it is only trying to show you that your limit was an illusion. Do not run away from this moment. Do not hide from your transformation. Stand in it, breathe through it, train through it, trust it. You are becoming something extraordinary, something that cannot be easily shaken, something that cannot be easily manipulated, something that cannot be easily broken. You are becoming a threat to all the things that once held you back. And that is why life feels intense. Because strength is entering your life, discipline is entering your life, clarity is entering your life, and your old identity is fighting for survival. But it will not win. Because you are rising, you are awakening, you are stepping into a deeper level of awareness. And when this transformation completes, the world will not recognize you, but you will finally recognize yourself. You will see the warrior you have been becoming quietly, slowly, patiently, day after day. And you will understand that everything you went through, everything you survived, everything you endured was not punishment. It was preparation. Preparation for the person you were always meant to be. My friend, you are not breaking, you are beginning. You are not falling apart, you are falling into alignment. You are not losing, you are shedding what no longer belongs to your highest self. Let this truth sink deep into your spirit. And when you walk forward from this moment, walk as someone who knows their value, their strength, their path, and their purpose. Walk as someone who is becoming unbreakable. Walk as someone who understands that pressure creates power and struggle creates strength. Walk as a warrior of consciousness, a guardian of discipline, a master of your own inner world. And remember this, the path is difficult not because you are weak, but because you are becoming powerful. If this message awakened something inside you, my friend, make sure to subscribe to Daily Path to Strength for more wisdom, discipline, and daily guidance on your journey. Your strength begins here.